Hi, guys, and welcome to Co-Parenting with Chris. And look who's here. It's Jalen.
Hi.
Say hi, Jalen.
Hi.
So, it's my week with Jalen, and I'm really, really always excited and overjoyed. Um, but of course, um, well, let me start with this. I do every other week with Jalen. Yeah, I have an emoji sticker. We're stickered out right now. But yeah. So I do every other week with Jalen. When I made that decision, I felt that it was only fair to make sure that he had equal amount of time with his parents. And I'll explain to you why I said I wanted to make sure that, yeah. So we're gonna talk about getting ready for school. I know routine and schedule was something that you guys wanted to talk about. So we're going to talk about routine and schedule. So Jalen goes to charter school. He has to get up. He has to be at school. School starts at 8 o'clock on the dot every morning. I like to have breakfast with him, or at least have breakfast on the way to school. Luckily, the school's like only 8 minutes away. So Jalen is doing really well. He has straight A's. Go Jalen! Woo woo! Um, yeah. Oh yeah, he's missing, some teeth. We're at the excited stage of, you know, development, physical development. But so he has to be at school at 8 o'clock in the morning. We wake up like 6:45, get showered. Normally our clothes are ready the day before, and yeah, we got marbles over here, marbles. And so when working, I get off. Normally, I would get to him around 6, and that's so late. I hate those long days. Um, you know, not being able to get him earlier to be able to sit down with him, cook dinner earlier. So his bedtime is like 9:30. So I don't think that's so bad. I think that could be better. Wait, 9. Well, sometimes we wake up at 7. So 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he's getting about like 7 hours, that I meant 7. That's me, 7 hours. About 10 hours or whatever. So that's not so bad. So we go to bed like 9:30 at the latest. Um, we get up 6:45, get him ready, get him to school. Um, about like 7:30, 7:45 or whatever. We aim for that. Sometimes we sleep in a little later and he doesn't get there until about 7:50. But if you're late, you're that's mommy's fault. So we work on not being late, right? Okay, so now he gets out of school at 3:30. On Wednesdays he gets out at 12. So every Wednesday. So I have van service or whatever. They're pretty dope. They're awesome. With the picking up and dropping off or whatever for Jalen. So we do that. 3:30 he gets out. They pick him up. We get him from aftercare. And then he comes home. I let him, he gets to unwind a little bit in aftercare, but I let him come home, change his clothes. He organizes his things accordingly to how we have that set up. And I let him unwind for about 30 minutes to an hour. And so about this time, it's like 6:37. But by the time, he already kind of started his homework, and then we get his homework on Monday. So we do as much as we can, so that we just have like another hour or two of like reading or whatever for him. I think it's very important for what study. Yeah, he's like whatever. But so and while we're doing homework, I'm cooking or whatever. So I haven't gotten an opportunity to wind down, but that's okay, kind of really for real, because I'll have my time to relax. Trust me. So we do that dinner and all of that is had and wash up. So it's like around 8:30. He's in the bath or bathing or brushing his teeth, getting prepared for bed. We do some more reading. He has to read me a bedtime story every night before bed, right?
Yeah.
Do you like doing that?
Mhm.
Mhm. It's important. He loves it. He enjoys it. He loves reading to mommy. So I do allow him to watch some TV. after we eat dinner. We eat dinner together. That's very important, family time, right? Yeah. So we eat dinner together, um, and then oh wait, I skipped that. Well, anywho, excuse the bloopers, guys. So we do eat dinner together or whatever, and then we go ahead and bath 8:30 or whatnot. Um, he loves taking toys in the bathtub with him. Sometimes I'm like, not tonight, but he begs and pleads for my sympathy, and he don't mind, so I give in to him every time. Yeah, that's us. We're really silly, but I do allow him to have his little bath toy time, which is the reason why sometimes he's in until like we go to bed like 9:30 because I just let him go in there. And then he's running around all day. He plays basketball and all that. So yeah, you see how he lights up for basketball, but not reading. But reading is very important for both basketball and regular life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So, oh, sorry. No, it's still there. So, we do sleep together. I haven't really gotten to the point where we sleep separately. He's 6, so I don't think that's too weird. But definitely when he turns 7, I'm gonna cut that out. But when he's with his dad, he does sleep by himself. But that's me. I miss him. Like separation anxiety really kicks in. When we first set up the whole every other week thing for Jalen, he was 3 years old, and first my first week was super hard. I was going through it. I was having conniptions. It was really really something. I miss my bundle of joy of life of everything that he is for me, and that wasn't easy, but I knew he was making memories with his dad, and that's very important. I didn't grow up with both my parents in the same household, so um but Jalen and I, we do communicate about how he feels. It's very important to me that he's very open. So Jalen can tell me anything, right? He tells me a little too much sometimes. Sometimes I wish he was a little censored. He's going to be censored. I want him to be more censored. Um, yeah. But I'm curious, what are you guys' routines like and your schedules? Weekends we do freestyle weekends. It's all fun, laughter, games, just connecting, asking questions, interacting with him. But more so questions along the lines of, did you enjoy your week? How was your week? I'm a very overprotective mother. Is there anything you want to talk about? Do you only feel positive energy? Things like that. How was your behavior in school? How were your classmates during your week? But more importantly, I just wanted his replies to always be, I had a good time, I enjoyed myself, I was happy. Um, those things. Only positive feedback is what I want to hear. And Jalen is happy. I know he's good, and I know that he's good. He's very well taken care of on both ends. I don't think there's anything else I want to add except for I would definitely like to hear about routine with you guys and keeping consistency. I think it's important to have communication. Communication is definitely key. I know that's not the easiest thing to get sometimes depending on your situation, but it is doable as long as you're consistent during your time, because let's be honest, at the end of the day, your child is definitely going to pick up different habits. And I feel as though as long as there isn't anything of detriment that's going on when your child's with their counterpart or whatever, let them rock out. I mean, everyone parenting styles are different. So just as long as there's a very common ground, and there's at least some type of consistency of environment, I find that to be very effective. I do believe that you just need to have communication, even if you guys don't talk. Jalen and I father communicate through text, so I do not think that it will be a big deal for you guys to continue to communicate that way if that is a easier situation for you guys. Um, But all in all, I mean, with school and all, it's up to you as a parent how involved you want to be in that area. You can always visit your child while they're in school or whatever if you do have a custody agreement with your child. Jalen understands all of those things because, of course, we discuss those things just so he's aware and understands and can, you know, put together the pieces he needs to for himself. Your child, depending on what age, definitely needs to have communication also. I believe it's important to always be positive around your child. Speak positively about your counterpart always, because that's not your job to formulate an opinion for them. It's their job to formulate their opinion for themselves. So communicate, 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 and that way your routine will be great. um, just be consistent on your end as much as possible. Hope and pray and send positive vibes out to the universe that your child's getting the exact same type of environment as far as energy, similar energy. But at the end of the day, remember, you did make the decision to be a co-parent. When that's always a possibility. So you always have to be positive in your decision making and be mature and responsible and very selfless. What's in the best interest for the child? What can we do so that the child has a better outcome? But consistency and communication is all that I could suggest when it comes to routine. If you only want to have the child with 1 hour of TV and the other counterpart is like he can do or she can do 2-3 hours of TV, that isn't something that you can force. But as long as they aren't lacking in school or behavior or things like that, and it isn't being something that's affecting their development, you definitely just need to chill and just be consistent on your end and communicate with your counterpart and also your child. So, is there anything you would like to say, Snook?
We always do homework when we go to school. If we don't go to school, we won't get any smarter.
That's true. See, this right here is reassurance, and I feel as though that your kids will definitely show you how happy they are and like how well they're developing, and all of that. So, thanks for watching Co-Parenting with Chris. Stay up and let's keep the conversation going. Again, do not hesitate to leave comments or suggestions or things you would like to discuss, or even just give a little bit about your routine. You can always email me at Williams, WILLIAMS, Christin, CHRISTIN, at yahoo.com with any other suggestions or videos of yourself or whatever. And you guys have a great, great life. Peace.
Peace. Make sure you subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe.